And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Bitcoin analysis video. Now, this is the first video we're doing, after the month open, the month of April. Happy April to each and every one of you. As far as the month of April is concerned, guys, we closed very well on Bitcoin's chart. We actually cleared that monthly 21 EMA that we were looking at right now in my last video. And guys, monthly 21 EMA is a very important level. And why is that? The monthly 21 EMA has usually, signaled bull run territory for Bitcoin. Okay, so we're there. If you just go ahead, pull up the 21 EMA on your charts, look back into time. Every time we've taken it out, that's usually signaled the next bull run, okay? Especially emerging out of a bear market. In fact, we only get it once every cycle. So we finally have it. So as far as my long-term play is concerned, if you had to ask me, Krisha, are you bullish or are you bearish? Guys, I am bullish, okay? I think I've been very honest. I've been very candid. I am still bullish here. Now, we've been talking about a lot of things. We've been discussing a lot of signals, a lot of triggers. Now, for those of you who are not aware, of course, you can go back into much of the videos and pull all of that up. But additionally, you can also join the Mango Discord fam, where we're always talking about price action. I feel like it's in this juncture of the market that people, they usually start entering. People who are really interested, people who want to be early to the game. And if you're looking for a community, come out and join the Discord chat, okay? It's a nice, fun family. And we might lock the public Discord server getting into, the rest of the bull run. Okay, so just a heads up, you'll find the link in the description below, themangoway.com/Discord. So now with that, let's get into, the remainder of price action. So now that we know that, okay, the monthly has a bullish tilt. In my previous video, I essentially gave you two sort of outcomes for price action, right? I told you guys that, hey, the first outcome is price takes out the monthly 21 EMA and we see an immediate continuation to the upside, as we had seen in most of the instances where Bitcoin actually took out that 21 EMA. This was the bear market, of 2019. We barely took out the 21 EMA. We closed over, okay? And the next monthly candle was a very swift rip up to the upside. I mean, this monthly candle, this was the month of May 2019. That alone, notwithstanding the wicks, okay, notwithstanding the shadows. On a technical standpoint, guys, the wicks are also termed shadows, okay? So if you ever hear that term, that's what it means. So this candle alone, just looking at the candle body, that was a good 62%. 62%. Okay, just in that 1 month. Now this is the COVID rally right here. Okay, cleared the 21 EMA. That was a good 34% on that candle. The next candle was a bit of a consolidation, but that too was a good 9% to the upside. How about this bear market of 2015? We cleared it, and the next candle, notwithstanding the shadow, once again was a good 21%. If you take the shadow into consideration, right? If you take all of those wicks into consideration, this candle was a good, what was this? 67%. 67. So yeah, this is a very nice bullish tilt for Bitcoin, okay? But I did give you two scenarios, one in which we go up right away, the other one in where we close over the 21 EMA, yes, but price still gives us a good pullback. Okay, for those of you who are still looking to bid up Bitcoin, whether it's for your long-term allocations or even, a short-term trade. So here it is, okay? So now as things stand, I believe we're still in the pullback scenario of the play. Alrighty, so now, yes, I am swinging bullish. However, I'm saying, we might very well get a pullback just based on what the daily is doing. Now, I'm looking at multiple factors here, okay? So I'll be going over all of it with you right now. So first off, we're still in this consolidation. I told you guys the other time, I said, hey, for me to anticipate Bitcoin's next continuation, okay, to $30,000, $32,000, $34,000, I want to see us take up this wick high right here at around 29.3K. Where did I get that from? Well, I got that from the weekly time frame. Okay, I was looking at the highest wick, the highest price on the weekly. And I'm like, okay, that's the highest point right there. Only once Bitcoin really starts taking that out to the upside, only then will I anticipate continuation from Bitcoin. Also notice another thing alluding to a pullback, a potential pullback. There's various things. The first thing, we failed to take out that wick high. At the very least, I was looking for the weekly to close over that region, which we did not get. The monthly did not close over that region, nor did the weekly. Okay. The second thing that's alluding to a potential pullback. Okay, potential. Please note the use of terms here. Potential pullback is the way this freaking weekly candle started. Now, this is the beginning of the week, okay? And this weekly candle is sort of ew right now, right? And why is that? Why am I so, like, you know, negative, I guess, about this weekly candle? Because, guys, I want you to notice in the beginning of the week, like, we just started the candle, yeah. But we did not barely caught a bid. Bitcoin barely caught a bid. There were no buyers that stepped in here to begin the week off. Usually you'll see a wick to the upside and then you'll see the sell-off. You know, the wick usually signifies buyers that stepped in there early on. But we did not see that. Instead, we just saw an immediate sell-off to the downside. Okay, so there was a lot of sell pressure that came in at the very beginning of today. Alrighty, so I'm looking at that as a bearish tilt and a possible pullback. Okay, so now we have the first thing signaling a pullback, which is us failing to close over 29.3K. The second thing signaling to a pullback is the fact that Bitcoin barely caught a freaking bid earlier today to start off the week. The third thing that's signaling a potential pullback is this. If you look at your daily time frame, right, Bitcoin's been respecting this one level even on the daily time frame. And I told you guys that, hey, if you want to get a front run on, you know, the early sort of rally to the upside, check out Bitcoin on the daily time frame. And we seem to be holding this level at around 28.3K really well as resistance, right? Ever since Bitcoin started this consolidation some 2 weeks ago, every attempt at taking out 28.3K, just notice this. The freaking bulls were fighting and the bears won every freaking fight on that close, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days, 9 consecutive days, more than 9 consecutive days of the bulls losing the fight against the bears up against 28.3K. So I told you guys that, hey, if we want to get an early tell, perhaps look for closes over that region. Now, we did see that 2 consecutive closes. This one ended up an indecision. That was a nice indecision doji, and we lost it just yesterday, only to see immediate continuation, well, to the downside. Okay, so now there's this also alluding to a potential pullback. However, I want you to notice where everything is falling to right now. We're all falling to that 21 EMA level. This is the monthly 21 EMA on my chart, right? 27.6K. So question is this the pullback or do we fall further? Well, to get a gauge on that, I want to take you guys on over to the Mango dashboard, okay? So this is the Mango dashboard and we got something new that's been added to the dashboard. Now, if you toggle on your drop down menu, you'll see that we have now officially added the flags column on the dashboard. Okay, so now you not only have the multi-time frame view, now you can also see all the flags that have gone off across the board. Now guys, notice almost all of the higher time frames kept you in your trades, from the 12-hour going all the way to the 4-day time frame, right? The 12-hour especially, like you've been bullish for the past 20 days. It kept you in your trade throughout this entire consolidation period without shaking you out, right? You're already up by a good 25% if you caught that trade. However, notice this, the 4-hour time frame is signaling neutral. So that lost its bullish trend. Okay, it's signaling neutral right now. And also, in addition to that, the daily time frame has a flag that's gone off. This is potential bearish divergence. Okay, potential bearish divergence. Every single word is a key word in there. Potential is one, bearish is the other, divergence is the other. However, I want to go ahead and figure out what are the triggers for this potential bearish divergence, because figuring out the trigger for the potential bearish divergence when it triggers to the downside, that is going to give us a hint on whether or not we could see a deeper pullback than what we're seeing right now on the charts. Okay, so now if I take you back on over to Bitcoin's chart, put on my oscillators. Alrighty, let's go ahead. I'm going to knock off my Stokes because the divergence play is primarily hinged on the RSI. Alrighty, so this is it right here. And now, as far as the bearish divergence is concerned, here it is. We have lower highs on RSI, right? And we have higher highs on price action. The look back period that we have is around 14 bars. Okay, so just a quick heads up on that. Make sure you're following the right look back period. I feel like people always mess up their divergences. For those of you in the Mango Seed program, if you guys have to go ahead and watch your divergence module once again heading into this bull run, please go ahead and do so. Okay, you do not want to get trapped on on divergence plays. You want to know exactly how to navigate through them. Now this is the bearish divergence that we're seeing on Bitcoin's charts. Has it triggered yet? No, it has not. Okay, this is only potential bearish divergence. So now when does this divergence play actually trigger? This divergence play triggers as soon as we take out this region right here, okay, the lowest point of this candle, which comes in at around 27.2K. Now this is something that I'd already once again gone over with you guys in the previous video, right? We still had the daily potential bearish divergence. That being said, it did not trigger. Okay, so it's still very much there. We could still trigger the divergence, but contingent on us actually taking out that 27.2K region to the downside. I also want you to notice how it lines up, how it's likely going to end up lining up with the 21 EMA. So if I were you, and if I were really someone playing the divergence, honestly, guys, I'll be looking for Bitcoin to take out this entire zone going all the way down to the 21 EMA. Okay, be careful there. And why am I saying be careful? Why would I personally wait for the 21 EMA? Now, am I looking to take a short here? Absolutely not. The long-term trend is bullish, so I am only going to be positioning based on the long-term trend. Okay, so I'm only looking for long positions on Bitcoin. Alrighty, so now I'll be waiting on the 21 EMA to be taken out because in the instance that Bitcoin actually gets supported on the 21 EMA, I want you to notice what happens here. Because from a bearish divergence then, if we get supported on here, we're going to see a bullish divergence. So from a bearish divergence, we're likely going to end up getting a bullish divergence. Okay, because at that point then, we'll have lower lows on our RSI, and we'll then have a higher low on price action. Do you see that? Right, so that is going to be a bullish divergence. We're going to flip a bearish divergence from a bullish divergence if price gets supported on the 21 EMA. So don't get too fixated on there. Wait for the confirmation. Remember, it's potential bearish divergence. Use the dashboard to keep your biases at bay. Use the dashboard to figure out whether or not you could get a better bid. So now all this while, the dashboard has been giving us a hint on whether or not we could expect a pullback, right? And how intense could that pullback even be? Right, so far, many of the pullback opportunities have only been on the 4-hour time frame, all right? So these are all very, very shallow pullbacks so far. Now that said, let's go ahead and talk about targets. Now, if we actually do trigger the bearish divergence to the downside, what am I expecting from there? What's going to be the first target? Well, I'm keeping the targets very simple. Here's the target range, okay? I'm going to go ahead to knock off everything else, go on over to my weekly time frame. I have this red box zone marked out for you guys. No, not this zone, sorry. This zone right here. This is the red box territory. Let's go ahead and turn on the mango ribbon, and you can see that that entire cluster of MAs and EMAs, right? So now we have the 10 SMA, 200 exponential, 55 EMA, and the 200 simple moving average, right? With the highest threshold coming in at around 27. What is this actually? Let me go and get my data windows already there. It's around 25.6K. Okay, that is the highest threshold right there. That being said, if I'm being very honest with you guys, we might get front run at around 26K. I think this is going to end up being, we might get front run on the pickup there if we do trigger the bearish divergence to the downsides. I want you guys to prepare for that. Okay, always when you're positioning for your pullbacks, always try and determine the froth in the market, okay, as well as the overarching trend. That's going to help you decide whether or not to front run or, well, you know, get greedy. So yeah, that's going to be the next target, okay, from this entire range right here, with the front run bid coming in at around $26,000. So that is if the bearish divergence triggers. However, if the bearish divergence fails to trigger and instead Bitcoin does bounce here, okay, we bounce on the 21 EMA, where will that take price up to? Well, first target, guys, I'm looking at, you already know my thoughts on this. First, I'll be looking for Bitcoin to take out the highest wick here at around 29.3K. If we take out 29.3K, at that point, This is what I'm looking for, okay? Upside targets. Weekly Kijun, let's go ahead, turn on my Ichimoku cloud, coming in at around 31.8K. Okay, and the second target overhead coming in at around 34.7K. So this is going to be the zone. If I really had to put my bag somewhere, the Kijun is important, so you cannot dismiss the Kijun. But if we start seeing strength on the Kijun, I'm saying 34.7K, here we come. Okay, that's based on price action and the momentum I am seeing on Bitcoin's chart. So yes, I'm not just pulling this out of thin air. So yeah, that's what I personally will be looking for. What is that move from where price is at right now? That's going to be a good 25% to the upside. Okay, so yeah. So far, guys, I think Bitcoin, I mean, think about it. We've cleared the 21 EMA, and as things stand right now, Bitcoin is sitting on the 21 EMA. It's like a retest of the monthly 21 EMA. So for those of you looking for long-term allocations here, be smart about this. Zone your bids out, okay? You don't have to catch your entire bag just on one level. If you have to DCA in within where price is at right now and a potential pullback opportunity, then do that. Okay, so this is only for long-term positions. I only talk to you if you are looking at your long-term allocations. So yeah, just a quick sort of tip, I guess. But yeah, this is all I have for you for today, honestly, as far as Bitcoin is concerned. Keep it simple, stupid. Overarching picture is bloody bullish right now. Okay, gotta call a spade a spade. We've cleared out the monthly 21 EMA. So yeah, that is, in my opinion, the most important piece of information on Bitcoin's chart right now. The fact that we've cleared out the 21 EMA. Alrighty. So yeah, I hope you had something to take away from this. Sean did cover Cardano yesterday, which I will be linking towards the end of this video. It should be here on the end screen right now. So go ahead and give that a watch, and we will be covering more altcoins throughout the week. So just a heads up on that, okay? So stay tuned. With this, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, you guys.